Hello students, welcome to the online lecture series 2021-22 organized by Gokhale Education Societies, BYK College of Commerce, subject English. 12th Yuvak Bharati English. An Astrologer's Day presented by Mrs. Sharda Ajinath Nagargoje. In this video, I am going to explain lesson An Astrologer's Day, which is the first lesson of 12th English textbook of Maharashtra State Board. This lesson is an extract from a book called Malgudi Days, which is written by R.K. Narayan. A TV show was also produced on Malgudi Days and aired on Doordarshan in 1986. Before we start the lesson, I would like to give you a brief introduction about the content of the 12th textbook. You are well informed about the content in the English textbook in the introductory video by our Vice Principal, Mr. Praveen Mule sir. There are 4 sections in English textbook. Section 1 is about prose. In this section, 8 lessons are there for study. Section 2 is about poetry. In this section, we are going to study 8 poems with their appreciation. Section 3 deals with writing skills. In this section, 6 writing skills are there for study. Section 4 is about literary genre, that is novels. In this section, we are going to study history of novel, To Serve with Love, Around the World in 80 Days, and The Sign of 4. In this video, we will start section 1, that is prose section, first lesson 1.1, An Astrologer's Day, written by R.K. Narayan. For better understanding, I have split this lesson into 2 parts. In this video, we will study part 1. Before we begin the lesson, we will solve few warm-up activities from icebreakers. Let us see the first activity, which is given on page number 1. Discuss with your partner and complete the activity. What are your strengths? In this activity, I am going to explain about different strengths in the first column. Why do you feel so in the second column? And in the third column, about dream career. First one is solved for us in the textbook. We will take second strength as singing. We feel sweet and modulated. Dream career of singing is to become a singer. Next strength is dancing, acting. We feel expressive. Dream career of dancing and acting is to become dancer and actor. Next strength is cooking. We enjoy making food. Dream career of cooking is to become a chef. Let us solve one more activity from icebreakers. The scene in a local market of a village, town, city is very attractive. People with different occupations sell their wares. Discuss with your partner the variety of activities at the local market. The first one is done for us in the textbook. In the market, we can see different activities of selling like flowers, selling grocery, selling garments and clothes, selling jewelry and accessories, selling snacks and fast food, selling steel and earthenware. An Astrologer's Day is a story about an astrologer. The Astrologer's Day is a short story which deals with a day in the life of an ordinary but fake astrologer. Here a day is a specific day in life that can be turning point of somebody's life. The setting of the story is a town Malgudi which is located in South India near to Madras. The title is very interesting and creates curiosity in the mind of the readers about astrology and astrologer's life. It also creates interest in reading to find out what is that particular day of the astrologer in the story. Students, what do you know about an astrologer? Astrologer is a person who uses astrology to tell others about their character or to predict their future. People believe that astrologer possesses some supernatural power, and because of this power, they can tell or predict about others' future. Astrology is the study of the movements and positions of the sun, moon, planets, and stars in the belief that they affect the character and lives of people. Before we begin the lesson, let's know about the writer, the great R.K. Narayan. He was born on 1906 and died on 2001. His full name was Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Iyer Narayan Swamy. Was one of the best known novelists among Indian English writers. He is the author of 14 novels, 5 volumes of short stories, and a number of travelogues, and has a collection of non-fiction to his credit. He also wrote his memoir, My Days, in 1975. Narayan created the imaginary town of Malgudi, where realistic characters in a typical Indian setting lived amid unpredictable events. His stories are grounded in compassionate humanism and celebrated the humor and energy of ordinary life. His stories are characterized by a simple style and subtle humor. His novel, The Guide, won him the Sahitya Academy Award in 1961, the most coveted literary honor in India. His writing is distinguished by humor and unoffending irony, a unique Indianness, and a simplicity which is utterly charming and authentic. Narayan typically portrays the peculiarities of human relationships and the ironies of Indian daily life. His style is graceful, marked by genial humor, elegance, and simplicity. Let us see the characters in the story. In Astrologer's Day, the main character is the astrologer. He is an ordinary man who practices to be genuine astrologer, who is not given a name. He had many deep thoughts and relieved feelings because of a revealed tragic past. His business consisted in pretending to be an astrologer. Astrologer had qualities such as shrewdness, cunning, and the professional practitioner of astrology. He was a cheater who always told people only what they wanted to happen. Astrologer is the protagonist of the story. Guru Nayak, who is the antagonist of the story, he is the client who turns out to be former victim now on a quest for revenge. Guru Nayak is arrogant, manipulative, and suspicious. The only other character in the story is the wife of the astrologer, who is nameless and introduced at the end of story. She was simple and a wise woman. Let us see theme: fear, freedom, guilt, relief. The theme of the story focuses on a single day in the life of an ordinary astrologer who suddenly faces past life in the present drastic situation. The story has a twist in the tale. The otherwise adventureless life of the astrologer suddenly poses a grave problem from his past life and demands alertness to tackle the situation. The story describes a single day in the lives of the sleepy town of Malgudi. The story also deals with the darker side of human nature, with its hypocrisies, shrewdness, revengeful nature, and selfishness. The characters in the story are no exception to these qualities of human nature. This is a wonderful story about an astrologer. Here, I am not telling you climax of the story that you will come to know at the end of the story. An astrologer's day is an interesting and fascinating story about an astrologer. Before we start the story, it is better to know about the background of the story. As we know, this story is taken from the book Malgudi Days. This story is about 1970s and 1980s society. Nowadays, we can't see astrologers around us, but in those days, we used to see them in villages and in markets easily. It was very common for people to go to astrologer for their problems such as medical, financial, emotional and family problems. They have faith in astrologer and by thinking that they will get 100% solution for their problems. In those days, astrologer was very good advisor of common people. Let us see early life of an astrologer. He spent his early life in a village. His forefathers were farmers. He was settled in another town. He managed fake astrology. Now we will have detailed explanation of the story. In the beginning of the story, writer has introduced main character of the story, an astrologer. Astrologer was very punctual about his work and used to be present at his workplace at midday. Midday is the time between 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Astrologer opened his equipment bag and he spreads all professional equipments, which were a dozen cowrie shells, a square piece of cloth with obscure mystic charts on it, a notebook, and a bundle of Palmyra writings. Obscure mystic charts are those charts which are not easily understood and something that relates to supernatural powers. Palmyra is actually a kind of palm leaf. In the days before, paper was made with fan like palmyra leaves which were used to write on. Cowrie shells means cowrie. We get it easily on beaches and at the bank of river. Now the writer is speaking about his appearance. He is dressed Typically, like an astrologer, to attract clients, he put sacred ash and vermilion on his forehead, which looked resplendent. Astrologer covered his forehead with a sacred ash, that is holy ash, and at the center of his forehead he put vermilion, which is dark red color sindoor. In this way, he make his forehead appear resplendent. Resplendent means bright, impressive, and dazzling. His eyes were sparkling with gleam, which was result of continuous searching look for clients. Gleam means shine. His eyes were shining. His eyes had a strange glow, shine, because of continuous search for clients. He was waiting for clients when they will come to him to solve their problems, and after solving their problems, he would get money. Clients were very innocent and they were thinking that this strange glow in his eyes is due to prophetic light. Clients felt comforted by his advice, which they thought to be prophetic. The eyes placed between his painted forehead and dark whiskers look very prophetic and professional. Dark whiskers means mustache and beard. Astrologer's eyes are more powerful and prophetic, according to his innocent clients. So, his eyes considerably enhanced the effect of his personality. Due to his prophetic eyes, many would think that he was a great fortune teller. In this appearance, even a half-wit person's eyes would sparkle. Half-wit person means the person who is less intellectual. To crown the effect of his eyes, he wound a saffron colored turban around his head. Here, to crown the effect means to make it more effective, like cherry on the top. Thus, the astrologer presented himself so perfectly that he was consequently a point of attraction for the people. In this way, he looked like very powerful and appealing astrologer. This type of color combination never failed to impress people, and people were attracted to him as bees are attracted to cosmos or dahlia stalk. This color combination never failed. This statement looks very simple, but it has a psychology. It has a deeper meaning. As we know, human psychology is like that. We judge people because of their dress code. For example, if a person wearing shirt pant and claims that he is an astrologer, then we will not believe in him. If person will appear in astrologer's dress code, then we will easily believe in him. In this story, because of this appearance, nobody had a question in mind whether this person is astrologer or not. The town hall park setting of the story. A busy marketplace in small town, a surging crowd, sellers and customers. Let us see the detailed explanation of the setting of the story. Astrologer was sitting under the main branch of tamarind tree, which was running through Town Hall Park. It was a marketplace, and it was a remarkable place in many ways. Many people were coming to this place for buying and selling products. The writer describes the path along the Town Hall Park, where the astrologer sits to lure his prospective clients. A surging crowd was always moving up and down this narrow road from morning till night. All along its way, a variety of traders were represented, such as medicine sellers, sellers of stolen hardware and junk, magicians, and above all, an auctioneer of cheap clothes, who created enough noise all day to attract the whole town. Full day people were moving in this place and chaos was there. A loud and noisy vendor of fried groundnut came next to him every day and gave his were all sorts of fancy names each day, such as Bombay ice cream one day, and on the next day Delhi almond, and on the third day Raja's delicacy, and so on and so forth. In this way, groundnut vendor using different and attractive names for his groundnuts. Many people were attracted to the fried groundnut vendor because of his method of giving fancy names to groundnuts, and many wasted their time before the astrologer. The astrologer conducted his business by the light flare which burned and smoked up above the groundnut heap nearby. Half the delight of the place was that they didn't have the benefit of municipal lighting. The whole area was lit up by shop lights. Some shop owners had hissing gas lights, while others had naked flares stuck on poles, which others lit up the place by old cycle lights, and some sellers managed on their own. In the marketplace, most of the people were using other shopkeepers' light for their business. They don't have their own light. Astrologer also uses groundnut vendor's light for his business. This setting of light was very helpful to astrologer. It was confusing crisscross of light rays, moving shadows, and it was favorable to astrologer because when he began life, he had never intended to become an astrologer, and he knew nothing about what going to happen to others. Then he knew what was going to happen to him the very next minute. Let's go through the vocabulary of part 1. Kauri, a sea animal, obscure, difficult to understand, mystic, something that relates to supernatural powers and is not easily understood. Palmyra, a kind of palm, resplendent, bright, dazzling, and impressive, enhanced, increased, vociferousness, being loud and noisy, delete, wasted time just hanging around, enchantment, magical effect or charm, bewildering, confusing, baffling, shrewd, good at judging people, clever. Irony. Irony means a situation or statement characterized by a significant difference between what is expected and what actually happens, or between what is understood and what is meant. It is a figure of speech used generally for humorous effect or for emphasis. An astrologer's day has ironic elements where the astrologer pretends to have supernatural knowledge that coincidentally turns out to be the truth. Let us see example of irony from textbook. His eyes sparkled with sharp abnormal gleam, which was really an outcome of a continual searching look for clients, but which his simple clients took to be a prophetic light and felt comforted. Now let us see what is code mixing. Code mixing is the mixing of two or more languages or language varieties in speech. Here, two examples of code mixing from part 1. First one is cowrie shells, second turban. Part 1 ends here and we will continue part 2, that is the half of the story in another video. Thank you.